in a second here. All right. So testing. I think we are now live. Okay, guys. We should be live to both the free credit repair advice group. I got the green on that, and I've got the green on. Okay, cool. We got a keyword alert. I did that on purpose so that I would be able to tell when we were live. So those of you in the free credit repair advice group, and for anyone who ends up watching us here on YouTube, well, you guys start off. You guys start off with introductions. I'm gonna just do some of the technical stuff here real quick.
Okay.
I'm gonna turn on my laptop so I can help monitor.
Cool. Sounds good.
I'll go then. This is Credit Coach Chris. And I don't think I've ever seen this before, so I'm looking forward to just how bad this might be.
Oh, it's terrible. It's painful. It's really bad. It's really bad. All right, let's mark this as an announcement.
This is Rick Wenner, the Credit Oracle. I actually saw this with Rift the World back 6-7 months ago.
Yeah, it was a long time ago.
And it's a throwback for sure. So
it's a throw up.
There's a couple spots in it where you're going to cringe because you're like, there's no way they could get away with broadcasting this.
Oh God. Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about too.
Uh-oh.
I know exactly what part you're talking about. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun. Jared, why don't you tell them who you are so they don't see as much in the group.
Jared Haven, CEO, co-founder of Credilife, and excited to be on here to make fun of this Star Wars episode.
It's going to be beautiful.
Holiday movie. That was really bad.
Right? Yeah, this thing is terrible. Oh, wait. We got one more. There we go.
Hey,
introduce himself. Yo, Delta Z.
How you doing?
We just did introductions. Do you want to introduce yourself to the group? We're in the free credit repair advice group live right now. We're also on YouTube live. And so this is going out to the world.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this movie. I've heard good things.
Oh yeah, it's one of the worst things you're gonna have ever seen in your life.
Well, I'm Brian Del Terzo, administrator over here at Credilife, and with the social distancing, Jeremy thought it'd be a good idea to get everybody together and have a little fun today. So we're gonna watch a movie.
We're gonna watch one of the worst things that ever
riff
happened.
on a movie.
Yeah, this is.
I would love to know how much money they actually spent doing this, because correct me if I'm wrong, Jeremy, but some of the names behind this were like. Didn't one of the big directors have to be involved with at least?
Yeah, George Lucas.
George Lucas, the actual creator of Star Wars.
I got the George Lucas. Let's see if I got his. Oh, did I just wipe out my banners? Of course I. Oh no, here we go. Look, ready? I'm gonna put this up. Read that. So George Lucas once said, if talking about the holiday special, he said, "If I had the time and a sledgehammer, I would track down every copy of that show and smash it."
Fair enough.
This thing, by the middle of it, they had, while it was airing live, the one time it ever aired, they had protesters showing up at CBS in New York, at CBS, like the head thing, protesting the fact that this thing was even happening because it was so bad.
Well, I think you also have to frame it up, too, where you think about this was, 1978?
78.
So 1978, you had 3 or 4 broadcast national TV stations.
Yep.
And this is what everybody sat down one night on a Saturday night and gathered all their kids around and sat down and watched this. Like for real.
Yep. There are versions.
Somebody get the kids to sit down and watch the video.
Yeah. Hey, Delta, is that the Munchkins?
Can you hear them?
Oh, they're loud.
I better close that door.
I've got mine completely bribed with like ice cream, and they got making Jiffy Pop.
They're doing that new thing. What is the app called where you can play games? So they're doing like a drawing game with cousins and stuff across.
Oh, that's cool.
All over the place, not in person.
That's a thing?
It's called House Party. So you just link up in there and you can do Pictionary and some other random games.
Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I got my kids. Like I said, I've got them thoroughly bribed with Jiffy Pop and soda and pizza and candy, and what we're doing is a DVD, so I could take all the bandwidth. Basically, I'm using up all the bandwidth in the house for all of us to be coming through the computer here, and so we're gonna be showing the Star Wars. It's gonna be so painful. I love it.
This is definitely public service here.
Yeah, we are taking one for the team, and all of you who are watching, you're gonna Well, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know why you'd want to watch this. I don't know why we're doing it. But all right,
hey, Ricky Bobby, there's if you notice in the chat, maybe you knew this, but there's private and live comments. So I guess what private means between us and
Yep.
So if you want that in a galaxy far, far away to show up on everybody, you have to go to live comments. Is that how you do it?
Oh, I might have to do that right into the Facebook Live, maybe.
I don't
Maybe.
know. Or does it work if you type in the live comments?
Doesn't matter.
Or no?
This is
No, I don't know
this
if
is
it
big time. This is the big time stuff. All right. By the way, I'm throwing this down on all of
Yeah,
our
it's
pages.
working. It's working
All right.
well.
Is it?
Whoa!
I hear double audio. Okay, so,
Can you guys hear that?
Yeah.
All right, there we go.
all right. So
All
my
right.
guess is everyone who's watching us did not simply tune in for our banter, but I'm guessing they probably wanted to watch the holiday special, right?
Yes.
Sound about right? All right, let me just throw down a link in VIP
Get it
and then we'll
going.
rock and roll. All right, hold on a second. Let me throw one more in Credilife. If anyone's got anything they want to say, any last words before this horrible thing happens to
May
us?
the Schwartz be with
May
you.
the Schwartz-
Come over to the
Your Schwartz is bigger than
Oh,
mine.
really bad.
It's really bad. This is gonna be terrible. All right, so let's hop out of
What
here, you guys.
Baseballs, right?
That was Spaceballs. Yeah, that was the wrong one.
Oh,
This
my
is the
bad, my
actual.
bad. I'm on the wrong
This is the actual Star Wars we're gonna be rocking. Or
Baseball would be funny
okay.
too.
So you guys, I'd like to present. Oh, by the way, I didn't introduce myself. I'm Jeremy Dysock, but my guess is if you're in the FCRA group, you've probably heard me say that a few times. And I'm one of the Credilife coaches, and we are going to kick off the Star Wars holiday.
Bum, 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 bum,
Special.
ba-dum, bum, ba-dum.
Here we go. This is
We are
This
not
is-
violating this copyright at all.
no. Pay no attention to the warning that was up right in the
That's good.
beginning of things. Yeah, you don't even want to know where I got this copy of this. Let's see how we're doing.
Ooh.
We got audio?
Millennium Falcon.
No audio.
No, I can
No
hear
audio?
I heard a little bit. You gotta turn it up.
It's really
I don't
quiet.
think
Really quiet.
Is it really quiet?
Mhm.
Here, let's see what we can do about that. Hang on.
I think last time you just did that audio, or is that a? Oh, 100%.
Oh,
It's at 100%.
gosh.
It's at 100%. It might be due partially to the stream. What if we? Yeah, I'm just trying to think. What if we? Let's try getting it rocking here.
When you just did your volume though, it showed the Bluetooth headset or something. Isn't that weird?
Well, it's because I'm using one.
But that's the only place that's playing it then?
Are you guys hearing any audio when I do this? By the way, I hope you're enjoying the technical difficulties because this is.
Yeah,
This
Jeremy,
is
what
the
I
real
think
deal.
Brian is saying is we might only be picking up the audio through your Bluetooth.
Yeah, we might just be picking up enough somewhere in your ear.
Let me look.
It worked better earlier when you were testing it, I thought.
Yes, it did. Yes, it did. Hang on.
We did vet this out, people. This is supposed to be smooth.
Yeah, we practiced. We practiced once. All right, hang tight. What I'm gonna do, let me kill the share. Let me just kill the screen share for a sec. Remove that from the stream.
So can we?
Maybe just make sure when you look at your audio in the bottom right,
Yep.
just make sure that your inputs for your mic, but your output is set for.
Oh yeah.
Maybe
Hang
that.
tight. Thanks everyone for waiting with us for this. All right.
Oh, did we lose Brian?
We lost Brian.
Yep.
Bye, Felicia. Brian.
The dark side grabbed him.
All right, we're gonna try this. We're gonna try
How do
this
you post it to the live comments?
other time. Hang on. All right, so we're gonna share. We're gonna share audio. We're gonna Chrome tab it. Share it to StreamYard. Okay, so it's sharing the audio. See? Let's back her up a hair.
Now it's going to blow our ears out.
There it goes.
Better?
Yep.
Better.
That's it. I'm turning back. I know your family's waiting. I know it's an important day.
It's Life Day.
Try.
Said his family is waiting.
Won't jump off. I'll get you back there.
They're getting together for the holidays.
This quality is just so bad, it's hilarious.
garbage down now. I'm going to Lightspeed.
But if I don't get a
How's the
haircut,
audio,
I'm going
guys?
to look like those guys.
Hey, before you know
Right?
it, here's where to say goodbye to our pleasant friends.
I could grow my hair out like that.
You know, we could almost probably take this down just a hair so you could hear us better.
I think they can hear us
No,
fine.
other way around.
Yeah, it's really
yeah,
pretty
we're
quiet
loud.
on my side anyway.
There we go. Yeah, I think you need to have that all the way up, buddy.
How's that?
Yeah. No, you need more volume on the movie, less on us.
Starring Mark Hamill as Luke Skywalker.
You need more?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Harrison Ford as Han Solo.
What happens if you turn up your computer volume? Will it get louder?
Carrie Fisher as
For those of us oldies that can't hear very well?
Wow, look at how young she looks in that.
Daniels as C-3PO. Peter Mayhew as Chewbacca. R2-D2 as R2-D2.
Yes, that's himself.
James Earl Jones as the voice of Darth Vader.
There he is.
Who's in there?
Right, wait, ready?
Introducing
All right.
Chewbacca's family.
Oh, yeah, here we are.
Oh, wow.
She's a babe.
She's got a cold. Nose is dry.
His son, Lumpy,
Lumpy.
Oh my God.
with special guest star Beatrice Arthur,
B. Arthur.
Art Carney,
Oh,
Diane Carroll,
Ooh,
Yeah, this is a bad part. Wait,
dazzling.
wait.
I like it.
the Jefferson Starship, Harvey Korman,
I mean, they had to have dropped a few mil on
the
this to
Star
produce
Wolf
this.
Dory,
Yeah,
on
baby.
the Star Wars.
Boba Fett.
Hey, the Mandalorian.
All right, how's the audio? Can we hear each other?
I hear you really well.
Yeah.
It's hard to hear the show a little bit here.
yeah, the volume
But
for the
it's there.
movie is still low.
Oh, this is just great. Oh yeah, this is just wow.
Yeah.
It's, it's like the
Wookiee
Brady,
Ritalin.
the Brady Bunch for Ewoks, kind of almost.
Hey,
Hey.
You
leave
know,
Mom
like,
alone.
if that one could just bite a face off or something, it would start to get interesting. Which one's mom and which one's dad? Is that mom on
That was
the couch?
Chewie, I think. Wasn't that Chewie?
Yeah, Chewie isn't here yet.
Oh, he's not okay.
No, that's his mom and his dad and his son.
No, dude, that one there's got to be like great
That's
grandpa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Lumpy.
It's,
Bleh.
What's hilarious is like there's no captioning. We don't even know what they're saying.
Right.
Like it's
Yeah,
legitimately just Wookiee language.
yeah, how long could they do this for? And like to be serious?
Oh, you just wait.
Hey, when I want to go watch a foreign film, this is not what I'm expecting.
That must be
Yeah.
mom.
This is just so bad.
One of the viewers said my son
That
doesn't know
Really,
what to think.
since the credits, no words have been spoken.
I can't. I'm finding myself that I can't close my mouth over here.
Oh. Wookiee got back.
I can't quite get all the hair off the dishes.
This is all right.
You're gonna break out into
Do
song.
it! Do it!
Wow, that
Do it!
is
Do it!
that is absolutely amazing graphics.
I think the building code between the bars is a little wide.
Do it! Yes! Lumpy, 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 lumpy! Come on! Do it! Do it!
Oh my goodness.
Oh.
I'm just blown away right now that this was a thing.
Well, they figured Star Wars being the small thing that was, it's a one-off. No one will ever remember it. Oh, Lumpy's fine. He's out committing
It's not like it
suicide.
turned into a huge movie franchise or anything.
Wow.
Oh, yeah. I've actually got a version of this this is the clearer one that I got. That's why it's got the countdown. This one's like from Korea. But I've got a version of it that was aired on TV that's got the commercials. And that's amazing.
I keep waiting for
I'm sure the commercial will be better than the
mother-in-law
movie.
Wookiee to show up.
Mom-in-law Wookiee? No, I think Itchy took care of her. Her mom-in-law Wookiee-less.
This is just too funny. I'm monitoring the chat just in case there's any questions. Right now, there's everyone's letting us know the audio.
I have a ton of questions.
You've got tons of questions. Well, from watching it, you may have questions.
Can we comment? How do you comment into the world of live chat here?
I just did it right on the Facebook feed.
Oh, that's how.
I don't know if there's any way at all to up that audio.
Oh, it sounds perfect, by the way. I just listened to it. It sounds perfect in the group. Wow.
Okay.
Your son doesn't know what to think, Jenny says. Wow, I don't have to shout. I felt like in my ear I had to shout. Hey, Cheryl's got a credit question. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Rick, I'm getting you one of these. This is going to be your Christmas present. It's so you can exercise your masculine side. Here we go.
Beautiful.
Oh.
What is this?
Yep.
Is this like a toy that somehow they had?
Either that or it's an appetizer.
Freddie Mercury would look at this and say this is the gayest thing he's ever seen.
What is going on?
Uh-oh. Oh, my God.
Oh, gosh.
Whoa.
It's fabulous. You know what? This is kind of like Cirque du Soleil, but I understand it.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Wow. That person was really good though.
I'm waiting for the Wookiee to shoot his tongue out for dinner.
Little good old-fashioned nightmare fuel.
Right? Wow.
By the way, holiday special. This is the holiday special.
This is too funny.
Merry Christmas from Star Wars.
Should we answer Cheryl's question?
Oh, what?
I think
Oh wow, that's a long one. That's a long one. Someone read that. Hold on, I'm gonna read it.
I would get that added back.
Hey guys, if we ever make
might
some
be hard to do,
Credilife
though.
commercials, can we use this music? We'll fix your credit.
Is there
Rick Glenberg with the trumpet, you know.
is there like a whole premise behind this movie? Like, is there a plan? Is there a plot?
Huzzah!
Yeah, they're getting together for holiday dinner.
But
More
why are they
relatives will
torturing
show
us
up.
with all of this nothingness for how long now?
It's just like that before the relatives show up to the house, Brian. This is that anxiety that you're trying to burn off with the kids.
They're creating a lot of anxiety.
Don't open
Cheryl,
it.
I guess I'll
Don't
answer a question. So,
open
like, yeah,
your
if that account
present.
was in good standing, you would want to request that to have be re-reported, just because you know that positive payment history in the past and moving forward is going to help you. You know, that's something that you want. You know, it's all about building positive data within your credit report, especially for lending purposes. You know, if you have a mixture of revolving accounts, credit cards, lines of credit, but then also an auto loan, you know, you'd want that on there, especially if it was in good standing. Okay.
Yep. Especially if there was some age to that account too.
I know, Jenny. I agree. It is so bad. Can't stop watching. I'm stuck here watching.
It's like a train wreck. Oh, look.
Targeting computer.
I'm so blown away though, honestly, because this came out after the first Star Wars, right?
Right.
So
really,
even if because I've seen the original Star Wars before they remastered it and everything.
Yep.
That looked better than this. How did they go from that to this? Like, I'm just blown away right now.
It absolutely happened. That's the thing. This happened. And
still, we are 20 minutes into the stream, and there's been no human speech.
Not a single
except for
bit
the
of dialogue,
very beginning of Han Solo.
Well, here, this is one of my favorite things. Like I said, George Lucas once said, if I had time and a sledgehammer, I'd track down every copy of that show and smash it. Oh, look, here we go.
Oh. It's Luke.
Hey, are they zooming?
Yeah, they're.
It's like a video. It's like a Zoom call.
Facebook portal from 1970. When is this made?
78.
Oh, Luke.
Grandpa's a big meanie.
Well, people used to sit around and watch Carol Burnett, and they used to think all this stuff was so
Carol
funny.
Baskin?
Carol Burnett.
Oh no, the bong.
Carol Baskin directed this.
Most everybody that's watching this right now, Rick, has no idea who Carol Burnett is.
No, they don't. That's fine.
This is probably nothing next to the amount of smoke that was billowing out while they wrote this.
Oh.
I want to say hello to him.
I don't know. Who do you think did Luke's hair there?
Where he is?
Looks so young.
I like
there yet? Is that it?
I like Luke's eye makeup.
It's almost like he's.
Oh my goodness, he does. He has the eyeshadow.
Yep, eyeshadow, eyeliner.
Yeah, the eyeliner.
With makeup.
Yep.
Too much.
All right. Oh.
R2, please, this is important.
Pass to the left, R2.
I mean, you know how Han and Chewbacca are. Anything could have happened. They could have stopped off somewhere or been held up by an asteroid storm.
Chewbacca's late for holiday. The holiday.
Don't worry about Chewbacca. I know him, and he hasn't missed a life day yet, right?
Yeah, life day.
Well, there you go. He's not going to miss this one either. It's just taking him a little bit longer to get to
All right, I'm going to read LaPorsche's question, okay?
Yeah.
So LaPorche is saying, hey guys, I'm trying to fix my credit to purchase a house. I fixed everything else that was needed, but now I'm advised that my DTI is the new factor. I have 2 vehicles, one of my husband's, which is $26,000, with a $26,000 balance left, and $4,600 left for hers. They want me to pay it off, but if I do that, my scores will go down, I'm assuming. What do you all suggest I do as far as... So it's not so much, when debt to income ratio, it's not so much about what your total balance is. It's the monthly payment reporting. So if you have that one that has a lower balance of $4,600, you know, dependent on what that minimum payment is that's reporting, that might be what they're wanting to get rid of. So that way you can meet the requirements to be approved for the mortgage. So if you could afford to do that, you know, if they're saying that you will then meet the requirements for DTI, if you could afford it and you're wanting to move forward with the mortgage, then I would say do it.
Can I clarify? Let me jump in there, Jared.
Yep.
For typical mortgage underwriting, LaForce, you're not going to have to pay that account off in full because you want to keep the scoring there. So what you want to do is you want to pay it down so that you have 10 months of payments or less remaining, but keep it open. Because in mortgage underwriting, if you have 10 months or less remaining in payments, they don't count it against your debt to income ratio.
Now, is that still a factor even though they've changed some of the guidelines? Do you think that might be something that's been tweaked at all, or do you think that's still good?
I think that's still good.
Okay, cool. Yeah, so look into that, LaPorche. I would say ask your loan officer, say, hey, look, you know, I was told that in certain, you know, in mortgage loan options, if it's 10 months or left remaining on the loan, then you will no longer include that monthly payment in the debt to income ratio calculation? If so, then pay it down to meet that 10 months remaining mark instead of paying it off in full. So that's something I would start there and find out and let us know what you find out. What's going on, Laura?
Oh, here we are.
You know, I bet you everyone's just loving this. They probably hopped on. They're like, man, I can't wait for their great educational lives. And then they hop onto the Star Wars holiday special.
It's a beautiful thing, guys.
I hate fish.
Oh, it is. It's funny. I love it.
I hate fish.
I got this thing that George Lucas has this monitor, this alert where anytime this thing airs somewhere, and he's trying to track us down right now.
Yeah, what if George Lucas had some sort of alert when this was playing? Like somehow like tracking all live feeds.
It's okay. It's okay. Star Wars is owned by Disney now. How could this possibly go wrong?
Yeah.
It's on its way. You know, tonight especially for you by a little old woman 4 planets away.
What?
She did it all by herself.
Oh.
In fact, you might say she did it by hand.
Leah, you're welcome. I'm glad.
Oh, she did it by hand. Solo.
I know you understand. Understand, don't you? Terrific. By the way, I'll be by later to drop off that extra proton energy pack. You're welcome.
Oh, hang on. I think I got a couple spare one of those over here too.
What's the matter? Would you like this?
A couple spare what?
Proton energy packs.
Oh.
Just a groomer. It's just a tumor. A groomer.
In today's world, that's Monster Energy drink. Just kidding.
Besides shaving and hair trimming, it's guaranteed to lift stains off clothing, faces, and hands. Cleans teeth, fingers, and toenails, washes eyes, pierces ears, calculates, modulates, and syncopates life rhythms, and can repeat the entire Imperial Penal Code, all 17 volumes, in half the time of the old XP21.
What?
That's the thing to keep you squeaky clean.
Yeah, apparently it's a comb. It's for prostate exams.
It's an odor trimmer.
Oh, another outstanding feature of this little model. You can recharge it by simply plugging it into any ordinary laser outlet.
Oh, so you can plug it in.
Now, would you like to pay me something for it or give me something in trade?
I said I'll take it.
Oh, he must be evil.
Oh, snap!
Well, I told you to accept it as a gift. You don't like embarrassing people.
This is awesome.
You cannot do this to me. This is literally a segment they wrote for this. They're like, holiday special.
All right. I'm glad I didn't tell him about the big red button.
So I know everyone's enjoying this. I'm gonna bring up Leah's question here real quick. This is getting good though. So Leah has a question. Do you always have to go conventional for student loan payment to be considered the payment? I'm assuming the payment reporting considered and not the typical 1% or 0.5% of the balance. And so the way that works is, yeah, you know, when it comes to like FHA financing, they're typically going to take what the monthly payment reporting is, or 1%. I believe it's whichever one is greater. That's why a lot of times the income-driven repayment plan doesn't work, because it doesn't fully amortize. It doesn't get paid off in a traditional term. So a lot of times, if you can meet the requirements of conventional lending, there's definitely some conventional mortgage loan options right now that will take the payment reporting. You know, that's typically going to be a better option. You know, if that 1% is going to really hinder your debt to income ratio for what you could be approved for. And honestly, this all changes. I mean, everyone knows that. The way the mortgage underwriters view and underwrite loans with student loans has changed so many times in the past couple years. I mean, who's to say it won't change again, you know? But as of right now, that's typically the best strategy, is working on your credit to get in a position of conventional lending.
It's only a very hearty, nourishing dish, but it's very economical too.
Yes.
What's she watching?
Wookiee cooking dinner. Holidays.
If you just follow along with me as I prepare this popular favorite.
Oh, it's the Martha Stewart cooking show.
It's Martha Stewart.
The loin. The loin.
What is that? Like a big, giant bacon?
It's a loin. It's a loin.
That's a. You don't want to know what part of the bantha that is.
That old popular
The bantha loin.
the bantha wrap.
Oh.
Oh.
Yes. This is kooky.
That's tenderizing.
Very tender.
This was on
Just
prime
like
time on
your
national
two
television.
life-size mortals.
Oh my goodness.
Dude, this is funny because so many people have done this in real life, though.
That's
When you-
Harvey Korman.
Yeah, it is Harvey Korman.
What?
Now it's time to put on
That's a guy in that dressed up
Yeah.
like that. But
It's time
into
to
our
put-
pots.
Our chunks in our pot.
Who is Harvey Korman?
Oh,
he was a live stand-up comic back in the 70s.
70s,
okay.
yeah.
Big of cylinder,
Oh,
Here we
I
go.
think I'm recognizing him right now that you said that.
little bit of tertium,
That's
Him and
hilarious.
and
Tim Conway and Harvey Korman
Yeah.
on Carol Burnett.
tertium is
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Just
I can see it now.
This was entertainment. Or this was supposed to be entertainment.
I forgot.
So after this aired, like, how quickly was it like a disaster?
They destroyed, this vanished.
Really? So like,
Yeah.
so this aired like on TV for
Once.
everyone, right?
One
One
time.
time?
By halfway through it in Manhattan, they had protesters at the station
And guess what?
wanting
we're
them
ready
to
for
stop
now?
it.
Get this.
No, not even
Stir
kidding.
The mixture. Stir, stir, stir.
Oh, here we go.
Stir,
Stir, stir. And then you have to whisk.
Stir, stir. Very
I'm sorry.
Now, step
Get
two.
ahead of myself.
While we're stirring, we also whip. So it's stir,
Whip.
stir, whip, whip, whip,
It's
stir.
stir.
Stir,
Stir, whip, stir, whip, whip, stir.
Let's try it again together.
Everyone
And
together.
increase tempo, because
Ready?
Christine is
Ready, guys?
You want to have a
It's
fun
important we gotta do this just right.
Right.
And on
Here we
the count
go.
of one.
Stir, whip, stir, whip, stir.
I would
Stir,
not
whip,
eat
whip,
anything
whip,
that
stir.
a woman like that
Stir.
stood over my cooking pot.
Stir, whip,
How much hair would you have in your food?
stir, whip, stir, whip.
Both of them.
Oh my goodness, LaPorsche. To answer your question, they'll always factor, no matter
Oh, we
what.
have to beat.
You know, so if you have student loans and if they are reporting a payment, you know, that's always going to be a factor when it comes to the mortgage or applying for a loan. And if they're on your credit report, they're always a factor in your score.
LaPortia brings up a good point, though, too, Jared, and you make up a good point, in that the higher your credit score, the less these other compensating factors measure into the risk, right? So the
Yeah.
higher you get that score, the less they're going to be looking for other compensating factors when it comes to the loan.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
Or
It'll
they're
always,
gonna-
it will always be a factor, but the less risk you can portray, the better your lending options.
There you go, bingo. That's why he's the CEO.
They're going to give you more leniency because a good compensating factor is your score.
Yep.
Yep.
So,
Did Harvey Korman just throw another?
Oh, what the four arms?
Thanks for the question,
Where are all
LaPortia.
these
I
extra
appreciate
arms
it.
coming
Yep.
from?
Thanks, LaPortia. Are we saying that right? Is it LaPortia or LaPorsche?
I'd say it's probably the Porsche.
There's a wash tub of.
I would disagree. It's La Porsche.
Either way, it's a great name, honestly. LaPortia, either one is just awesome.
It's been a debate that's been going on for years.
Han Solo, dude, that was my guy though.
Yeah.
Han Solo was awesome.
He's gonna get Chewie back in time for Life Day.
Well, why is he late? He's in the Millennium Falcon.
All right, the coordinates weren't the best.
Oh, bad.
Kishana, in answer to your
Kishana-
question, Kishana, there's the CARES Act, which means that some of the student loans were put into a deferment or forbearance, and Jared can verify it more, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they've stopped taking or removing any of the
Good
previous reported
pronunciation.
information.
Yep, exactly. So what they're doing with the CARES Act is everything basically got put into a deferment. So it's no longer like a voluntary forbearance. You know, everything just basically all payments stop. But typically what happens when it comes to traditional deferment and forbearance, the account itself still updates every month with a zero payment. It shows in deferment, and it's still reporting a positive standing. And so more than likely with the CARES Act, you know, I haven't gone back and verified this is all new. More than likely it's reporting very similar. So as long as it's not reporting anything derogatory like you're late or something like that, it's totally fine, and that's normal. Now, you should be monitoring your credit report. We always recommend monitoring your score with Smart Credit, all three bureau. You know, it's very important during these times, not just your student loans, but anything. If you guys took advantage of any opportunity of deferring payments out due to what's going on with COVID, monitor your credit to make sure nothing inaccurately reports. You know, that's very important to do that because if you see anything, you want to get that handled right away.
And I'll type this in here for us too. The online credit monitoring service that Jared mentioned is called Smart Credit, and I'll put in a link here that our members can follow, and we've got a discount here with Smart Credit, so I'll post that.
Oh my goodness, dude! I'm just tripping out with these Wookiees, man. Like,
Yeah.
they are just, you know, they look so like. Yes, they kind of look like Chewbacca, but yet they look different, though. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no,
like they don't.
They
look,
are distinct Wookiee.
Well, yes.
Any Ewoks? I would have preferred
Oh,
Ewok.
here we go.
I brought you that proton.
Oh, he brought the proton.
The proton pack.
The thingamabob.
The
The
thingamabob.
mind evaporator. That's it. The mind
Hey,
evaporator.
you.
The mind evaporator.
Say hi, Ren. We're on live.
Hey,
We're on live
Munchkin.
TV here.
Riley, how you doing?
Hey, I got to do this thing.
Wow, the long
So go
hairy
play with Jovi,
faces.
okay?
She can watch the movie with us.
I think that's
I'm on
racist in
Facebook
Wookiee.
Live, see? Do you want to hop on and say hi to everybody? Let's just do it. It's fine.
Yeah, let her watch
hop
the
in.
movie.
Hey, Ren.
Hi, Ren.
You got it. How do you like that?
We're watching a Star Wars.
Those are Wookiees.
Maybe it's the mind evaporator.
It's a Wookiee Christmas.
And now for the lovely lady of the house.
Oh, here we go.
You're answering questions.
Happy Life Day.
Happy
Happy Life Day.
the holiday special.
Friend get.
Get back. Thank you.
Well,
Dude, everybody's hitting on Chewbacca's wife.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, she might be attractive for a Wookiee. I don't know.
Wow, it's one hot Wookiee.
There was a pressure cooker. Square one.
All right, here we go.
Oh, what's in this? Everybody loves gifts.
Absolutely. Maybe it's a
Absolutely.
blaster. You can use it. You can use it next time he's out. Oh, here we go.
Oh. Okay. What is that?
He's gonna be a DJ.
edgy.
Oh, here we go.
Broken.
Here we go. Anyone watching this, I apologize for this next sequence in advance. I have nothing to do with this.
Edgy.
Here we go.
What's going on? Is she getting a perm?
It's a real.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, this is going the direction you thought it was.
I have no idea what the direction is.
Oh,
So is that what I thought?
So
It's
is
going
that a
somewhere.
woman? That's a woman
Go the
Wookiee?
direction you thought it was going. Well, here we go.
Is that great grandma?
Hey,
Oh yeah.
Oh, I'll be all right. By the way.
The only thing we're missing is Barry White's
I
voice.
am so confused right now. So they put her in some sort of like
Oh no,
Virtual
this is
reality.
mental
Grandpa.
capsule.
This is Grandpa.
Oh,
Okay,
grandma?
this is for.
Watch, just keep watching. Oh yeah, baby.
Well, I think we already know what's what to happen from Jeremy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's
Anything that involves Barry White usually means a man and a woman,
this
or
is
some
something.
sort of romance happening.
This is. You don't have to be high to watch this, but it really helps.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, I think this would count as somebody's version of hell.
This is nothing. Keep watching.
What on earth is going on?
Searching, searching. I am here. My voice is for you alone. I am found in your eyes only. I exist for you as you create me. Oh, yes.
Oh my goodness! This is like awkward watching this with you guys on a live stream.
As
Oh,
opposed
he's
to watching it alone.
very happy.
What's he doing? Itchy,
Papa,
no.
Papa, he's very excited. Oh my goodness.
Just
Yes.
relax. Yeah.
Mind you, Itchy's in the middle of the living room doing this.
In the middle of the living room.
Well, that's why they sent the Lumpy up to his room to open his presents.
Yeah. It's a Lumpy upstairs. Uh-oh. He rewinded it.
Oh, that's funny. He's rewinding it over and over again.
What's he doing?
Dude, this is so bad. I cannot believe this aired. I cannot believe this aired on TV. Like kids, dude, family was probably sitting around together watching this, like the kids looking up at mommy and daddy, like, what's going on here?
Happy holidays. Here's Wookiee porn.
Here's Wookiee porn.
This was 1978. Mom and Dad had the bong, and they were passed out on the couch.
You have to admit, though, that woman is beautiful.
Well, that's true, and you also have to
She
admit
is a
that
very beautiful woman.
they were very accurate on what the future of virtual reality and the internet would be. It would immediately be used for pornography.
It's like, jeez.
Happy holidays from Star Wars and Wookiee porn.
It's like still going. It's like, what is going on?
There's some deep hurting here.
The part that's so funny to me still is that, like, this movie has like no story. Like, it's hard to even follow.
No story. Well,
it's like
story.
just random.
It's holiday.
I mean, no matter how you watch this, you just got to be waiting for it to end.
To be waiting for it to end.
Mind you, this is when me and Rick and Chris were kids, and Brian, we were kids during this. So if you guys are ever wondering how we turned out the way we did and turned into credit coaches and all this other stuff, this is what did it.
When did this come out again?
This was before your time. If he said 78, did you say 78 this came out? Or
although you could have been conceived while they were watching this, I suppose.
No, I was born 85.
No, yeah, that's a ways away. Yeah, really long.
Hi, Katie.
What?
Katie caught us.
Yeah, Katie came in at the perfect time.
Katie caught us. Katie, you're just in time for Wookiee porn.
Can you just fast forward this part? Oh my gosh.
You know what? Her Wookiee porn senses were tingling.
I need Haley to see this.
Oh, we got another person here. Whoa, there he is, Marky Mark, just in time.
Brooks joins us.
Just in time for Wookiee porn.
This is weird.
Yes,
Super
it is
weird.
This is very weird.
This looks like a perfect match.
This is so awful.
You know what would have been better?
In the
We should have done
middle
this.
of the living room.
Greg.
Oh my goodness.
Oh yes.
Itchy is doing this in the middle of the living room. Why do you think they call him Itchy?
Itchy and scratchy.
This is Star Wars? Are you serious? I can't even talk.
Yeah, we should have planned this, like, honestly, tag team wrestling.
He's like, this is Star Wars. Are you serious?
This is a holiday special. Don't you feel joyous?
No, I hate the holidays right now. If that's the holidays, I quit.
It was so great. She's still singing. Like, what? People sat and watched us. And they're like, "Oh, this is the holiday special." Yeah, that's pretty good then, I suppose.
People are even talking to us on here. It's sad.
Mind you, this day in history, when this aired, there were 11.5 inches of snow in Minnesota. So everyone was literally forced to stay home and watch this.
How do you know
that's so funny. Jenny was like, what in the world? ... Yes, exactly.
I don't know how I missed it then, Jeremy.
Wow.
Thankfully, I did.
I'll have to ask my dad if he remembers seeing this
That's awesome, though.
when he was young.
Good
Jenny
thing we're
is
better
fantastic,
at
isn't it?
not picking movies.
I mean, this
It's
is
like the beginning of a James Bond movie, but not one you'd want to see.
Katie says to run away. This is hilarious.
He's like, this is terrible.
That is so funny.
I
I
mother
love
used to
Jenny's
sing this to
comment.
me.
That's so funny.
I thought I was
I
going
feel
to
the same
enjoy
way,
this.
Jenny. I feel the same way right now.
I
There
really
you
thought I
go.
was going to enjoy this. There's-
This is time of my life that I can't get back.
Exactly.
That's it, guys. I
this like a
just
non-release?
think I've had a stroke. That's what's going
I
on.
can't- I don't know how you guys made it.
I don't
44
believe any of
minutes.
this is actually taking place. I think I had a stroke.
You guys are
I'm probably in a
dedicated.
coma.
Oh, here we go.
Oh,
Oh,
hey, there's some later
C-3PO.
suckers.
I love C-3PO.
Yeah.
Here we
And
go.
Princess Leia.
Oh, Princess Leia's back there.
Yeah.
My son left a few seconds into this. He's a Star Wars fan. I'm still trying to figure out why I'm sitting here watching this on a Friday night. Welcome to the Twilight Zone, Jenny.
Oh, that's
Look at that.
that's a good point.
She says it may be a happy life day for you.
Look how out of it Leah is. Just watch her.
I don't want to type the channels. So could you do me a favor and send either Chewbacca or Han Solo to the screen, please?
Yeah, can you put a man on?
She says that she would like to grant your request, but is quite unable to do so.
You mean they haven't arrived yet?
She says there has been no contact.
Yes, I think I understand her message.
Don't mansplain it to me.
Yeah, don't mansplain.
Don't robot explain it.
Mala, are you alone?
Why do I suddenly want Cinnabon?
If you would permit me.
Itchy's here, but he's in the living room watching porn.
She's
Oh.
Could he come to the screen?
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah, Carrie Fisher did a lot of cocaine back then.
I'm Sean,
Still does.
a local trader, a friend of the rebellion, and a member of the
Speaking of drugs, guys.
Good.
All right.
Oh, you got your tooth for your the surgery you had, right?
Oh,
Yeah,
look.
except
Hey, ma'am.
he
We got a
couldn't run
BB
anymore,
robot.
so I still got it.
Wait, what was that?
Tuesday.
She's expressing hope.
Back on Thursday to finish the job.
Oh, really?
I can see
Yeah.
Was it they were trying to numb your mouth to do the surgery and they couldn't get enough or something?
Yeah, that's exactly it. And I told him, I said, don't do drugs all your life. You don't have that problem.
Oh man.
Yeah, so he got some of it, but going back for more.
What?
Yeah. Looks like Rick in the morning.
We'd make it.
Oh, snap.
It's going to be me in about 2 weeks. What are you talking about? By the way, we're at a hair salon. Let's wish we do some live haircuts next week when we open.
That's a great idea, actually.
On the north side will be safe.
Oh, I could do the feather hair like that again. I used to have hair like
Brian and
that.
Jeremy can't participate. That's too bad.
Exercise never hurt anybody.
I'm subjecting BB-8 to this so you can see what was happening back in before his day.
You got the BB bot.
There you go.
Happy life day, pal.
He says,
Happy Life Day, pal.
no.
After seeing all that crap at Chewbacca's house, now you wonder why he signs up for these long missions.
Yeah, he's like,
He wants to leave.
He's like, Grandpa's watching Wookiee porn in the living room. I'm gonna go with Han.
I tell you, must be Chewbacca now.
Disclaimer: the views expressed in this movie do not express Credilife's what do you call it? Vision of credit repair.
yeah, exactly.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
Oh,
snap!
Oh, these guys won't hit anything.
Yeah, don't worry about them. They can't hit anything with those blasters, and they die real easy.
Worst shot ever. You guys saw how Favreau paid homage or tribute or whatever to the terribleness of a stormtrooper in
yes, yeah, that was hilarious. Mandalorian.
Yes,
Yeah,
That
I
guy
loved
needs a
it.
bigger helmet.
hilarious.
Big sigh.
Samantha says she loves her some Star Wars. She's not going to enjoy this. Oh, sorry.
The princess was in the medicine cabinet, yeah.
Amazing.
All right, roll credits. It's over.
Occupied by 4 Wookiees, 2 adult
No.
males, 1 adult female, and 1 male child.
His face to me is funny.
Yeah, there are 4 Wookiees, see?
Where is the other Wookiee male?
Oh.
Maybe I could be
Ooh, random facts. I like this.
And what are you doing in this Wookiee house? I'm a trader in this district. See,
I believe that,
The
dude.
matter is, she had a terrible fight with her husband. He just stormed right out.
Your identification?
Samantha, this is the Star Wars Holiday Special. It aired once in 1978, and as George Lucas said,
I never leave the shop.
if he had the time and a sledgehammer, he'd track down every copy of the show and smash it.
My identification in my pocket.
This is our tribute to May the 4th week.
Oh, Officer, you may notice that little leather case that I carry my identification.
Yeah.
I whipped that up myself. That's pretty.
What do you pay for this, Jeremy? Like, $50?
Huh?
And,
He just smiles like he's like,
I've seen this. Yeah, I've seen it.
yeah, I know you've seen it. You're like anxious for every part that you find funny.
It's so terrifyingly horrible.
I can't believe we have an audience. That's just baffling me.
Dude, you know what?
This
If
is
I was
great.
someone, I'd watch this and just laugh. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
A few years ago, that's one of me.
Holiday special from 1978. Tell them, baby.
Hello.
A lot of people apparently haven't seen this, Samantha. I don't know.
Where's your daddy?
Oh,
Oh,
careful, the doggy bites.
Lumpy, don't bite.
Excuse me, I beg your pardon. Maybe you know my brother's boy. He's a member of the Imperial Militia. He must be 24 or 25 years old by now. He loves the service. Great little guy.
Your identification is in order. You can go now.
Thank you very much.
You can go now.
Get out.
And, by the way, while I'm finishing up here, why don't you boys take it easy, relax, put your feet up, and make yourself to home.
Sure.
The food isn't the greatest, but I'm sure that I can whip something up in the kitchen there that we can all eat.
What a dick!
You don't mind, do you, Mama?
Yeah, what's wrong with looking food?
Oh, you come in the kitchen to help me.
She's yelling at him. What's wrong? I've been slaving in the kitchen all
She
day.
cooks like crap, but I'm sure I can find you something. Why don't you make yourself at home in her house?
It's a very delicate piece of work.
It's my boombox.
Oh my lord!
Leave that alone.
Slightest jarring and mess up the whole work.
Yeah, it's my
Oh my
boombox.
goodness,
Let me
what?
show you how.
Yoda was almost played by a monkey?
According to Google, yeah.
Wow. That would have ruined it.
Right?
Oh, here we go.
Okay, there we go.
We're doing an important investigation for some known intergalactic criminals. Let's sit down and watch something.
What is going on?
Nothing up my sleeve.
Hey, look, it's Equifax from TransUnion.
Yeah, exactly. See here? Not hiding anything from you.
This is a visual representation of the credit bureaus.
Yes.
This is how you get your credit report.
What? There we go. Hiya!
Get on with it.
Lahayam.
Okay.
Oh, this must be that band they
Look how
they
close
showed
he's
at the beginning.
staring at this. Like, get closer. Closer.
I want one of these.
No kidding. This is getting cool now.
What is going on?
What's he singing into exactly?
It's a pool cue.
I was not going to say it.
Your Schwartz is bigger than mine.
Time you don't swallow the mic.
Here we go. Will you just
What band was this?
The worst ever.
Starship.
Jefferson Airplane.
No,
Will
Starship.
you bring me higher
Well,
than the diamonds
they were
in the
airplane
sky?
then, though. They were Jefferson Airplane and then Jefferson Starship and then
Yeah,
Starship.
they introduced these guys as Starship for this show.
Really?
Starship Enterprise?
Yep.
This guy's just staring at this. Oh, he's into it.
He's getting into it now. He's going to start boogieing.
Happy holidays from Star Wars.
This is just. Oh my goodness. Afterwards, George Lucas was like, "What was I thinking?"
Hey, somebody hates this so much that somebody actually asked a credit question. That's how bad this is.
Oh no, yeah, well, there was another one in there.
Me higher than the diamonds in the sky.
What'd they say? Where did it go? It chipped away.
Here, I'll have Jeremy put it up.
Oh, is it a violation of a collection agency fails to provide sufficient validation of a debt? What say you, credit coaches?
Yeah.
This isn't bad.
What is sufficient validation? What do you consider
one of the 19 incarnations of Starship? An
Jeremy
airplane
is
and
just so into the show he can't even think about credit right now. Here, get Chris on that one.
yeah.
I think hear from Chris a little bit more.
I'm looking for the question.
The question is it a violation if a collection agency fails to provide sufficient validation of debt? If so, how should I go about disputing it?
Okay, so it's not that it's a violation. It's just that you want to hold them accountable. So if they don't, it would be a violation if they don't, if they continue to report.
Kitty.
Okay,
Yeah,
the problem is. Go ahead.
They said this is a violation if a collection agency fails to provide sufficient validation of a debt. So I guess the question is, what's sufficient validation?
Right. So
go for it, Crispy.
It's going to vary. It's going to vary by state. Sometimes it could be as simple as a statement of the original account, but it's very subjective.
Well, you light the sky on fire.
I just think it's important. Like anytime someone brings up violation, here's the thing: you have FDCPA, you have collection, you have contract law, you have FCRA, you have all these different laws in place. Anytime that you're trying to go down the route of proving that they've done some sort of violation, it's usually something that's not necessarily worth your time if you're motivated to improve your credit and get to a goal. Now, it doesn't mean it's, doesn't make sense all the time, or, it just really depends on your situation. But what you want to do is, when it comes to validation of debt, a lot of times what they'll send is like statements. That's very common when you challenge a collection, and a lot of times they'll send back statements. That's not technically a validation. So what Chris is saying is true. You want to hold them accountable. You want to make sure you challenge it in a way that is going to put you in the best opportunity for them to then no longer report it and remove it. Now, what Chris was saying before is that if they're unable to verify and they continue to report without proper validation, technically behind that, there's a violation. I'm sure if you went with like a consumer's advocate attorney, that's a route that you could go. But once again, that's a legal process. So it just takes a long time, and it may not be your best opportunity. So hopefully that answers the question. I kind of talked a lot on it there, but hopefully that makes sense.
I'll make one other point on that too, and those are all great points. The other thing too is don't confuse the disputing with the validation process. You don't have to justify or come up with a reason to go ahead and investigate the reporting of something on the report. So go ahead and do that regardless of what they've responded to on the validation.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. And also one more thing. Just because they come back and verify, validate, is it sufficient or it's not, doesn't mean that you no longer have options or you can't reinvestigate. The goal is to come back and reinvestigate, hold their feet to the fire, and continue that process.
Right, and just to kind of clarify, the reason why you don't want to go down the rabbit hole of the legal process is, for most people, the debt that you're challenging is not of sufficient amount where you're going to want to actually go through a lawsuit process. It's going to cost you more money, more than likely, to do that. And
the work here is
what you're going to get out of it is not worth it. So continue with the investigation strategies, the dispute strategies, and that's where you're going to see your success and economical advantage.
Keep up the good work.
Yep.
Well said. Love it.
You sound like you're gargling water.
What's happening? Let's walk around and make weird sounds.
The stormtrooper will still miss him.
You guys know the sound effects where they have the blaster?
Investigate the upper area?
Do you know where they got that?
Where?
I watched the making of Star Wars, and I'm sure a lot of people have seen it, but they actually took I think it was a wrench. And they went out to a power pole and one of the support cables, tying it to the ground. They held a mic up against it, and they just hit the cable with the
and it made that sound.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's very interesting.
Well, low budget movie.
Hey, as long as we're wasting time out of our lives right now, I thought I'd throw some pointless facts out at you.
I can't always control them.
Okay.
We are going to continue our search.
Oh, that's funny. Samantha says, I'm horrible at the Wookiee voice, but my husband can do it very good. That's awesome. Yes, Jerry, no problem.
That's awesome, Samantha.
You have to tell him to do it for us sometime.
Yeah, you have to join our live. Have him join our live.
We just lost Brian.
Should we have some guests on?
Brian just couldn't handle it anymore.
He couldn't.
He had to bow out.
First one dropped. First one down.
That's actually what we're doing. That's the surprise. This is
last man standing.
And this is the last man standing live.
Star Wars Survivor.
Watch this.
Brian couldn't take it anymore.
Win.
Oh, there we go.
Ooh, high tech. Oh, mind blasted.
Little known fact. This is the first appearance of Boba Fett before he was in the other movies.
Oh, that's actually
So
kind
the
of cool.
problem is this actually became Star Wars canon because of it.
The talisman. It makes things invisible, I think.
Oh, it's the worst animation ever, too.
Which I think might be an improvement.
Yeah, what's happening right here?
Wow.
Just what's the animation?
Like the Millennium Falcon.
Coming out of flight speed, I can't make contact.
Try a lower channel.
Falcon, do you copy? Come in, Falcon.
It's Chewie.
Ah.
What just happened?
I can't.
Isn't it amazing how much like has changed? Like even with like how people draw and animate.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
not so much like with like the graphic side of things. You know, what's that called again? Like what's the term that they use now? Like where everything looks so real and it's all animated.
That's some CGI stuff.
CGI. So I'm not talking about CGI, but I love CGI. Like just comic books and like drawing in general now is so advanced compared to how it was. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I think they rendered Han Solo pretty accurately in this cartoon. Just wait.
What'd they do? Run out of money and decide just to go animated?
Oh, here's Brian. Oh, there we go. Boom. Welcome back, Brian. Oh,
Brian,
Munchkin. Right, Munchkin.
The dark side sucked Ryan back in.
Spotting on us.
Oh,
But I don't think he means to hit us. Chewie's a better shot than that.
Yeah.
Speeding up? We're losing him.
Not for long.
Not for
long.
Not for long.
He's heading straight for a moon in the
This
panic.
is wild.
The Panakuchen?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, look. Landed in the salsa
You know,
moon.
honestly though, I would prefer if the movie was like this the whole time compared to the way it's been.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Well, that's because there's dialogue finally.
Yes.
Seems like something's happening.
Here we go.
This is kind of like that animated Spider-Man that just came out.
Hey, everyone, my godson's online.
Hey,
Little Ozzy.
Godson.
I am the Godfather.
Hey, don't judge me in my lips, whoever said that. I just
What is that?
Samantha says his lips are weird. I think she's talking about the movie.
Contact the base.
Here we go.
Where are you going, sir?
Yeah, you guys don't see little
Is he
Ozzy
gonna jump into the salsa sea?
on Brian's shoulders?
Yeah.
I see him there.
Oh, yeah.
Floating head. What's up, Ozzy?
Uh-oh.
Land Before Time, Part 3. More like Part 40.
Is that B. Arthur?
Whoa!
Nessie, no.
Oh, there he is.
There he is, Boba Fett, with his fork weapon that doesn't show up again till The Mandalorian.
I'm not sure.
By the way, the very first episode of The Mandalorian series mentions Life Day.
No, it doesn't. Did it really?
It did.
The guy trying to get home to his family in time for Life Day.
I did not even hear it. I don't remember it.
It's
What a
the
great
only
show, though.
nod made to this cinematic. I don't know.
Wait, I have to.
Cattle
Why are we
Dog?
watching a cartoon? What happened?
This is all we have.
It's the same movie. They just ran out of money, Brian.
Yeah, I don't understand. Who's watching this cartoon? Is it a Wookiee?
Yeah, I think
It
so.
would be. It would be.
Well, sort of. Yeah,
That would
he's
be
watching
lumpy.
his dad on a cartoon
Mando!
somewhere else with a bounty hunter.
Well, neither do I. It will be easy to find
Makes
the
sense.
you seek.
Seems legit.
Follow me.
Yeah, we have some friends watching with us. Let's see.
He's our only chance.
Help me, Obi-Wan.
Yeah, he's riding a Loch Ness monster. What could go wrong?
Indeed.
Hi, buddy.
Merely a term that is often misused.
Did R2 say that?
Words to that effect.
In the case of a crash landing, the Millennium Falcon can be used as a flotation device.
The whole first 10 minutes was Wookiee.
Don't worry, Kaylee. None of us are taking drugs.
Are you sure?
No, Chewie, no!
Oh no!
No, he's a friend.
Boba Fett.
Wow,
Haven't
it's
quite got the
Spider
name down yet.
What
Baba.
did he do to Luke?
He didn't do anything.
I heard you didn't appreciate the madness that's going on in our house right now.
It's a lot makes more sense than what's going on the screen right now.
You missed Itchy in the living room watching his show.
Well, I was hoping she would see some of that. This is actually more entertaining than the other stuff.
Yes, that's what I was saying. It really is.
Uses on its enemies. They have a remedy for it in the city. I could get some for you.
What's he taping up? Oh.
Got Luke Skywalker upside down.
You'll only get in the way. But if you must, come on.
Dun, 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 dun.
You guys.
This is part of our homeschooling.
Oh, it's 3M.
You know what? I love it. I love it.
This is our e-learning.
This is quality time.
This is camaraderie, social distancing at its best.
I love it.
You stay here while I get the serum.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm done with the Star Wars. Okay, bye everyone.
See ya.
Bye.
Thanks, Nina.
Here we go.
Crazy.
Oh, look.
So much better.
Heroin.
The serum for keeping virus. We had no idea of his real plan.
KCMO TV5, Kansas City, Missouri.
Wait, did it say that?
Yeah, it's not a bootleg, I promise.
Are you gonna get that fuzz in there that says, bootleg copy?
Uh-oh.
What is it now?
It's the
What
cartoon,
is
I don't
it
like
now? How dare you watch a show?
I just realized I'm in the Star Wars special. Ooh, jackpot.
Yeah, right.
Lumpy's about to drop some heavy beats.
Here he goes.
Is that his Christmas present?
And this was the day Lumpy invented dubstep.
Yes, their metabolisms are slowing down.
Yeah.
I wonder what's keeping Chewbacca. Try to find them on the view screen. Darth Vader.
But I want them alive.
Alive.
Now that you've got their trust, they may take you to their new base.
This time we'll get them all.
I see why they call you the best bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Oh no. What will we do now?
Well, it's good he said that. I mean, it's not like they said you're the worst damn bounty hunter in the galaxy.
Right. Oh, hey, Elias says that Boba Fett's going to be in season 2 of Mando.
Really? Sweet.
I cannot wait for that, by the way.
I'm gonna have to jet in like 5 minutes, guys.
What?
Because I apologize. I have to get the kids down.
Are you all right?
Oh, it's almost that time.
I'm
What happened?
Trust me, if I could just, I'm willing to stay on, but they have to go down. Maybe I'll just turn my
Well,
mic off.
if you want them to get to sleep, right away, just tell them a Star Wars.
Have them watch
holiday
the show with us?
story.
Yeah, have them watch some Star Wars here.
Fred, you must come back with us. What's the matter with R2?
I'm afraid, sir, it's because you said Boba is a friend and faithful ally.
Yes.
That simply does not feed properly into R2's information bank.
What are you talking about?
We intercepted a message between Boba and Darth Vader.
Wild.
You're just telling us
Darth
now?
Vader's right-hand man. I'm afraid this whole adventure has been an imperial plot.
We'll meet again, friend.
Trust the droid to get to the bottom of things.
Boba sure fooled the rest of us.
I beg your pardon,
He
sir.
sure did.
Chewbacca
He
suspected
did.
all along
Gosh,
there was
shucks,
something bad
golly.
about Boba.
How did you know, Chewie?
May I quote directly, sir? He just didn't smell right.
What happened to Han?
Oh my goodness, Han Solo looked
Hey,
so
Han, why
bad.
the long face?
It was so bad.
Oh my goodness.
It hurts to laugh.
Why the long face, Han?
He looks like Mick Jagger.
Yeah, it's like, what the?
Lumpy is very happy about whatever just happened there.
Time to trash the place.
This looks like me when my wife asked me to do the dishes. That way she doesn't ask me very often.
Kaylee says no sleep.
Uh-oh.
Jenny says
Wow.
those faces. She's talking about our faces.
Gonna rip the head off the panther or whatever you call those things.
No!
Oh!
My toy.
You know what the collector value on that these days in original condition would be?
Brian is literally enthralled. Look at him.
He's just so into it.
You couldn't drag me away.
Oh, there's Harrison. He's like, what's
I need a bigger helmet, sir.
This is a Star Wars.
You need a
holiday
bigger
movie.
helmet.
It's really bad.
Up your rule.
It's a terrible movie. That's
Dick.
That's a baby Chewbacca.
Oh.
Violent much.
Mom's gonna blame me.
Yeah, Mom looks happy about it.
Right?
Hey, Brian.
Yo.
If your sweetheart doesn't call you Harrison, and she's in love with somebody else.
Uh-oh. Come on, he said, hi, Harrison.
Oh.
Now to sew his head back on the body.
So his head back on the body.
Aww.
Is that the stuffed animal he's doing surgery on?
Tuck him in, give him a kiss, rip his head back off.
What? What's happening? What is happening? Listen up here. Oh, gosh.
Yep.
He thinks that he has a plan or something.
He does. He's got a plan.
Lack of execution.
And here we go.
This product was packed under strict quality control on the system of
Ironically, look at the television.
set provided by the
It
manufacturer.
looks like a flat screen from today.
It does.
Yeah, that's not bad.
An Amorphian being. The motor abilities
Oh,
of
no.
Amorphian citizens are frequently impaired by malfunction.
Look at that hand.
Which result in a temporary
He's going to have lots of malfunctions. Here comes the wackiness.
reflects on the safety of our product. Rather, it should serve as a guarantee of our high standard of long wear and durability.
So it breaking down is
Thank
a
you
standard of
for
long wear and
selecting
durability.
the transmitter. If you assemble it properly, following the instructions I am about to give you.
Jenny says I'm gonna have some nightmares from from this tonight with the Legion. I'm not sure which one yet. I'm kind of worried too. I'm not sure.
All right, guys, I have to hop off. I get the girls down. I got to get Red and Jovi down.
All right, see you, brother.
Apologies.
All right.
This is fun, though.
You're lucky.
Well, it's going to be on for a bit more, so you're welcome back.
Yeah. Depends on how long it's going to take for them to get down. If it's still going, I'll jump back in.
First, find the
See ya.
sealed package.
Hey, brother.
See everybody at the FCRA. This was fun.
Holidays. Yeah, this is definitely, Jenny, this is good old-fashioned nightmare
It looks
fuel.
like this.
You're leaving?
Oh, I thought we were going to start the chicken
Try
dance.
not to rip it open, because it makes a very handy storage case for your tools until you need them again.
It's a bag.
A Ziploc bag, yeah.
It's a bag. It's
Now,
completely
this is the first
irreplaceable.
thing you'll need.
But with another bag.
Please be careful not to hurt yourself on the sharp edges. How?
This is painful to watch. This is like somebody's audition and they're just bad.
You don't want to be mean and stop them, but you probably should for their own sake.
Yeah.
Now, find the circuit
It goes like
breaker.
mimes this
And
guy.
by the way, let's start calling these components by their proper names.
Yes.
A bag.
Breaker.
Holidays. What the
Shauna
hell
says
is
my
this?
student loan reported, and I thought they don't report right now.
They report. They're just not. They're not. What is it? What did Jared explain?
There's no interest being charged, and they're reporting.
No late payments, just weekly payments, but they're going to be reporting.
Still report, yeah. It's just how they report.
Still reports.
Yep.
So, red goes to red. Blue goes to blue, and so on. Now, watch me closely.
Here we go.
And we'll assemble our mini transmitters together. Let us work slowly.
This was on primetime television.
Job for
They're dropping reds and blues.
Time is running out, so we better turn our attention to the assembly.
Thank God,
of the
time is running out.
Voice translator. The impulse to voice translator. The very heart of the MIDI transmitter, which converts electronic energy, which you provide.
Do a good job on
You
that.
literally
too.
just watched a how-to manual for a fictional device.
We must remain alert to this very complicated procedure. Endurance and concentration are the key words here, and the total utilization of our neurocranial synapses is absolutely essential.
Can't get over Brian right now. He's just smiling, the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, it's another good time for our George Lucas quote.
I know.
As he said, if I had a time and a sledgehammer, I'd track down every copy of that show and smash it.
But you can't stop watching.
37 hours of explanation video later.
Live broadcast is
We need to have George Lucas on here.
Council in the belief that your commitment remains.
Man, these stormtroopers must really be bored to be bothering with this household.
Always do it for us people.
For life on Tatooine.
Try to shoot
here we go.
something. Always miss.
Everywhere in the hope that our own lives may be uplifted by the comparison and enriched with the gratitude of relief. This transmission is unrehearsed and unedited, and is hereby begun without further comment as to its lack of moral value.
I would believe this was under-rehearsed, actually.
No, no wonder in Tatooine, no, everybody's at the bar.
Play the hit!
And for our next number, we're going to play the same song again.
Did he just... Wow. This is painful, isn't it?
I don't even know what to say right now.
There we go.
Well, I am certainly not going to get...
The Arthur!
Maud! It's Maud.
I taught you to drink fast.
It's Maud!
Well,
Maud.
at least it's steady. Oh, come on now, drink up. There's plenty more where that came from.
Yeah.
Flowers for Maud.
What'll it be?
Wait, who's the man behind the bar? Oh, wait, that's B. Arthur.
Okay, we'll do it your way. Hello. Now we'll do it my way. What'll it do?
Can we talk?
Well, of course we can talk. We are talking. You're not ordering. I'm not pouring. We are not drinking. We are talking. I'm moving this to make room for a drink so that next time I say, what'll it be? And you tell me, I can put it right there.
Doesn't matter. Give me anything. I'll have one of those.
I'm going to use a line that's from something called Riff Tracks, you guys, but it's literally the best line in the entire world to describe what we're seeing.
Excuse me, I have a customer waiting. I'll be right back.
Come back soon.
Terrible.
I'll be waiting.
Well, it's not every day you get to say you've just seen the stupidest thing you've ever seen.
Akmina.
The day could be today.
How's your drink? It's all gone. Look, there's a flower on top of it.
Oh.
I see there is. Do you want another drink?
Flowers for you. I wanted to bring you something, and that's all I could think of.
Oh, that's not creepy.
Flowers.
I still here. Welcome to the show. We apologize in advance.
Krellman.
Krellman, what a nice name.
When I left here the other night, I felt something that I haven't felt in longer than I care to remember. I
Sober?
felt alive again. Someone made me feel like all the years I've lived meant something. And all he said was 6 simple words. Come back soon. I'll be waiting.
Well, after all, only words.
They were more than words. I knew that at the time. That's why I went home and thought about what you said.
Oh, what did I say?
It doesn't matter, silly. What you said is not as important as what you meant.
No, what did I mean?
Stalker alert.
What you meant
Right.
was the thing I needed to hear.
Well, I'm glad about that.
You know, it's funny. A man can live as long as I have, through all the ups and downs. And just when he thinks it's all over, someone cares for him again. I
Oh,
wasn't looking
hey
for
guys,
anything
pro
in
tip:
here.
you're never
Maybe
gonna pick
that's
up the
why it
bartender.
happened, because I wasn't asking for love. I wasn't
In
begging,
most cases.
groveling, sniveling. I just came in here for a drink. And I found a lot.
Oh,
Oh, what's happening?
Hashtag.
Listen, Krellman, you're
between those two, which one do you think would play the man in the relationship?
terribly attractive, but if you're saying what I think you're saying, you felt you meant, I thought you needed to hear, then I just have one thing to say: I did not.
Agneta, don't do this to me.
Now, please, look, I have customers. Why don't you sit down, finish your drink, have another drink?
Yeah.
They should have had all the Golden
Get
Girls
back
in
over
this.
there into the friend zone.
You stay just as long.
Talk about some customer
There we
service.
go.
Oh,
So if he vomits, does it look like a volcano?
What? What's going on up there?
he's drinking through his head.
No time for anything else.
You'll change your mind. I just know you will.
I know you will.
Simple little words. I can wait forever to hear it again because I know.
He could have smacked him. I agree 1,000%.
Happy holidays from Star Wars.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Candace.
Candace who?
Can this movie get any worse?
They're watching this.
We're working on it.
It probably can.
Increased activity among subversive forces.
Okay.
Oh, which Golden Girl was that?
Entire Tatooine system effective immediately.
Okay.
All
Tatooine is a-
inhabitants will return to their homes at once.
Nobody
That's
said
Didn't they blow
COVID.
up?
This order
one
will
of the
remain
1,000 Golden
Oh,
Girls.
they didn't blow this one up.
Oh, he just issued a quarantine order, you guys. How do you feel about that?
No.
Too close to home.
Yeah. Sylvia, yeah, it's the lady from the Golden Girls and from Maud.
I don't know how long.
I don't know.
Maybe forever.
So yeah, it is quarantine. This is like COVID.
Yeah.
This is perfect.
Just issued a COVID order.
Please stop pawing B. Arthur.
Leaving this one's on me. Torque. See what the boys on the bandstand.
All right, here we go. This can't possibly get worse, could it, you guys?
Oh, we could go back to the Wookiee porn.
You want?
Gentlemen, I don't know how to tell you this, but
Gentlemen, I don't know how to tell you this, but I think this can get worse.
we're closed. Gentlemen, I guess you didn't hear what I said. The Empire has closed us down.
COVID-19.
I know this sort of thing happens all the time.
Well, we know at least this mess is an hour and 23 minutes too long so far.
Look at
A
this.
full hour and a half.
We're at about an hour
Oh
and a
my
half.
gosh.
Crazy.
I think it was about 10 more minutes, Jeremy, something like that.
Kelly,
But then you have to watch it backwards.
come on, you guys. Haven't I always lent you money?
Jay, how long is this mess? I don't
I
think
think
it
we'd have been
ends.
better off like riffing on old Greg or some shorter thing, you know, maybe not commit a whole hour and a half to this.
I don't know. We still have people watching. These are. This
Oh,
is
no,
Still got an
you
hour
have to-
left.
You gotta feel the deep
They're all
hurting.
hurting like I am.
Oh,
Oh, listen, do you
Oh, that's an hour left.
No, yeah, maybe 10 minutes of that is credits though.
Right. That's so
said
true.
we're closed?
So darn true.
Sorry, we are closed. The Empire just imposed a curfew on this planet. Everybody
No one
has
will
to
be
leave right
seated during the 5-minute riveting "We're closed" sequence.
Torque
And they just put a curfew on martial law. Here we come.
the door.
Pineapple rings.
service.
That's how I asked for my water, please.
Ah,
I hope the hairy guy doesn't look like your father-in-law. Which one?
We'll have one more round.
All right. Yeah. So that, guys, remember, next time we go to the bar, just like that, free beer.
One more.
Well, I like this song.
It's just a little slower. It's not quite as fast.
That was it.
Just one more round, friend.
Oh, yeah.
Then
She's singing.
homeward bound, friend.
Oh, no.
In your dreams. Just one more song, friend. And
This
that's
is
so
too long, friends.
The nights get shorter, it seems.
I feel like this night just keeps going and going as long as this movie keeps going and going.
Yes, it's a crime, friend. But you know time, friend. Time can
Everyone at the bar gets COVID-19 for sure.
Good night, friend.
Jenny's correct. I think half of them had it already.
but not goodbye.
Okay. Now you know the words.
This is what happens when you come out of COVID quarantine too fast.
Just one more drop, friend.
The hell is that?
Before we stop,
It's a giant mouse.
Oh, and she's snuggling it.
Why not? We got, that's gross. We got whatever disease mice are carrying.
This is better when you're high, friend.
We may not thrive, friend, but we survive, friend.
Sylvia, I'm pretty much with you. Sylvia says, I wouldn't care if this is the post-COVID crowd. I'm definitely still going to the bar.
What the hell was that?
But not goodbye.
Somebody pass gas.
I think that's alien flatulence.
Just one more dance, friend. Just one more chance, friend. One more kiss, one more kiss. It's not the end, friend. If you're a friend, then you'll come back to me soon.
Wow. I'm so numb. It's taken like.
Is that Mike Myers?
It's zombie Mike Myers.
You'll have to wait back. Don't you cry. Now it's good night, friend. Good night, friend. Good night, friend.
Good night.
Where's the dance line?
This somehow turned into a Jewish wedding.
Mazel tov.
I don't have any idea how to make this more interesting.
There's no way.
Being present here. And to think Jeremy wanted us to watch this ahead of time so we have more things to riff on it. God forbid I had to watch this twice.
Right?
I'm still not sure what is going on in this movie, but just glad to see Dorothy is in it.
Jeremy, I'd be annoyed with you if I actually followed through and watched this in advance.
You're right. If you ever wondered what Dorothy did before the Golden Girls, this is it. Oh, here we
You're
go.
such a dear friend.
Kick him in the rear, friend.
You know I'm here, friend.
I need some beer, friend. Did you shoot a deer, friend?
I'll go to the store after this, but they're closed now.
Now it's good night, friend.
Oh. What?
Good night.
Oh, yeah, this is wonderfully painful.
She looks feisty. That's because she is.
Good night.
There we go. Good night. What?
Not.
Right after this, the song Closing Time came out to give people a clue.
Yeah, this. They should play this instead of closing time at the bars when it's bar time.
They're like, how do we get people out the bar?
Closing time. One last call for Star Wars.
Wait a minute, these guys just watched that all on TV. What was the point?
Uh-oh. His futuristic cell phone.
I can confirm the bar is closed.
That antenna was magnificent. Look at it.
Wow. My G.I. Joe walkie-talkies work in space.
You.
Give me a hug.
Stay here.
Oh.
There's a male missing from this household, and I want you to be here when he returns.
Like he's in anything.
He's one of the rebels we're looking for.
Stormtrooper.
Horror.
He's one of the rebels we're looking for.
Let's say goodbye, friend. Oh, we did that already?
Those Wookiees can take one stormtrooper. Come on.
I'll tell you what, Itchy doesn't sound like a healthy Wookiee. He sounds like he might be having some intestinal issues. Isn't it fascinating? Jeremy, it's like watching an accident. You just can't turn away.
God, this is crazy.
Do it. Aww.
Oh, it's over.
No, it's not over. I know you guys thought that was it. I'm sorry. Sadly, it's still going.
That was a tease, big time.
That's where they started the credits. Now they're going to go for about another hour.
Uh-oh. He's afraid he's going to check his browser history.
I'm sitting here thinking when people originally watched this in 1978, they watched the commercials with it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh. Do it. It sounds like E.T.
Yeah.
Do it.
Chewie.
Do it.
Yeah, Chewie.
Do it.
Get him.
Do it. Oh, here we go. Bang!
Oh.
That's what we call quality railing.
Oh no! Lumpy, go get him!
Any more inside? That's okay.
Now say goodbye, friend.
He's heavy.
Happy holidays!
It's okay, everybody.
Murder!
How are you? Wonderful. Your son's been doing your garage. Saved my tail more than a couple times.
You don't have it. Oh.
Well, I'd love to, but I can't. I got to get back to the Falcon before somebody stumbles across it.
Or maybe that dead stormtrooper right outside your door.
Grown, huh? I think his voice has changed.
Right.
I'm just teasing. Well, look. I gotta go. Have a
Never,
nice life.
never mock a Wookiee's puberty.
Chewie, check and the coast is clear, will you?
Where do they start the ball?
Oh, totally cheap entertainment.
You're like family to me.
Yep. See you later. Don't tell the kid I'm his dad.
Bye, everybody.
On my way to go get some cigarettes.
Oh, I see with it. Okay. You know what they say about the Navy?
60 sailors go down and 30 couples.
Bang!
Savage, crispy. Savage.
All the Navy folks in the audience, I'm just joking. Everybody's heard it. Nobody get upset.
Oh, he's got a weapon too.
You have at least 5 clients canceled on Monday.
This is some of the most touching dialogue, by the way, here in Star Wars. Yeah. Bang! Oh, he hasn't seen his wife in ages. He hugs the old one.
Try you, bro? No, don't try the other one.
Uh-oh.
I'm over here.
If Let's Get It On starts playing, I will turn this off for you guys. Let's get it on. God, when they say that to each other, that always just brings a tear to my eye.
This whole thing brings a tear to my
In
eye.
fact, my wife and I use that as our vows.
Chewy's so romantic.
Oh, me too, honey. Oh, here we go. And
shoot him through the door.
oh, whoop. This isn't the bootleg. No, that's normal film.
Right.
Yeah, what's that? The tracking on a VHS, right?
We won't be bothered by him again.
Famous last words.
Alert. Calling Officer B4711. Officer B4711. We are unable to reach you on your comm link.
Oh, that's the guy who fell out of our treehouse.
You are required to turn on your comm link immediately.
Wee.
Wait a minute. I think I can handle this.
Yeah, I can. I'll be Officer B1. Oh. Scratching the record.
We have two-way communication, Trader Sandan.
Oh, do we?
He just happens to know it's Trader Sandan.
It is.
Yeah, everybody knows Trader Sandan.
7-11 was here with 3 other men.
Trader Sandan's like the My Pillow guy.
As soon as they had gone, he packed a lot of food from this house and he robbed me blind. Then he took off for the hills.
That son of a bitch.
Very well, we'll send out a search party.
Thank you.
That was it. Yep. We'll take your word for it, because why wouldn't we, Trader Sandan?
Yes,
Just like credit bureaus, we're going to take your word for it.
education is very important.
Yep.
Helps you maintain contact with the Empire at times like this.
Yeah.
Lumpy.
Lumpy.
Itchy.
Lumpy and itchy. And chewy.
This day is for you.
Yes. This happy holiday with dead guy outside your door. We killed him in honor of Life Day.
And may the force be with you.
Oh, he said the words.
Good.
Christmas. That's the Wookiee wave.
Is anyone gonna do anything with the dead stormtrooper? Or is he just gonna leave him there?
Probably leave him there.
It's a Life Day miracle.
It's going to be me if I don't do a barber.
Obviously not for the stormtrooper.
Yep, everyone grab your that. Okay, everyone have their disco ball? Now it can only get more normal from here, I'm sure.
Thank you again.
Wow. This is amazing.
Bum, bum. Here we go. Bum, bum.
Bubbles? What do we got? Oh,
wow.
You thought I was going to get more normal, Jeremy.
I see a little silhouette of a man's skull.
Oh, we walk into the sun.
What is going on?
Wow.
It was they're all.
Do you guys think this is what the Heaven's Gate cult thought it was kind of all going to go down like?
I don't know. Definitely weird, though.
The Branch Davidians? All right, just walking into the supernova. And there we go. It's the end. Nope.
Oh, no, we have to sing. We've got to sing. Tell me what you
Absolutely. No, not just anybody got to sing. Oh, there we go. That's what a room full of Wookiees sounds like.
Happy Life Day.
Happy Life Day. Turns out Chewbacca's the high priest.
Happy Life Day.
Are they in heaven?
And we're certainly glad that you were alive to celebrate.
Totally.
Is there anybody still watching this with us?
Just mechanical beings.
Yeah. We wish we were fembots.
This is painful.
Yeah, your feelings with Chewbacca.
I don't know what's more
Oh, there we go.
this movie.
You were all right.
This is a good idea.
All of you are an important part of my life, pal. I'm glad I could be here.
There you go, ladies. Eat your heart out.
This holiday is yours.
Okay, guys,
But we all
this is the
share
game.
with
It's
you hope
guess
that this day
how
brings us closer to
high
freedom and to
Carrie
harmony.
Fisher is.
No matter how different we appear, we're all the same in our struggle against the powers of evil and darkness.
Yep.
I hope that this day will always be a day of joy in which we can reconfirm our dedication and our courage, and more than anything else, our love for one another.
And glue Cinnabons to
This
our
is the
head.
promise of the Tree of Life.
The Tree of Life? I thought...
Tree of Life.
Oh, here we go.
A day of peace, a day of harmony.
Yep, very, very high. And by the way, you guys, yeah, you actually are seeing this. You didn't get COVID. You're not in an intensive care unit, intubated in tubes. This isn't just playing in your head. This happened.
I know I need to pinch myself.
Yeah, what are you guys doing?
I was just sitting here thinking, man, that dentifrice is wild.
Now you know the words. Another world at this moment. I don't blame you.
If I search for the words to this song that Carrie Fisher is singing at the end of this, could I find them online? Probably.
Are you gonna sing along with him? With her?
Oh yeah, I want to know this one. This is cruising down the road stuff here.
With the top down?
Yeah, with the top down.
That's near the end. I gotta watch the end.
Yeah, it's ended like 9 times now.
Which end?
This was over before it started.
Dun, 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 dun. Oh wait.
It's like watching baseball. We're only at the bottom of the 15th.
Chewy.
Yeah, right?
Hey, Chewy. Oh man, flashbacks, man. I was like,
Mark, the problem is this game's ending in a tie.
we were deep in the jungle, man. I remember it, man. Like,
right, dude.
They were firing on us, man. They were in the trees. And the Bantas, they were after us, man. I lost a lot of good Wookiees in that fight.
Brian, I have to admit something. This is the second time I've watched this.
Okay, you know Carrie could sing. Carrie can't sing.
Oh no.
You heard it. Thinking back to all those fun times when I was a prisoner on the Death Star.
Because I didn't think Carrie could sing. Watching us on YouTube.
Yeah. I'm glad they're at least ending it by showing us scenes of a good movie.
Right? Just from the other side.
He's going, what the? When did all that happen? That's
Okay,
it, you guys.
Now they're going to pan out, and they're going to show this was all in. This was all in.
What do you mean?
One commercial in.
We have to throw out 90 minutes of credits.
This was the beginning of merchandising, for real.
Yeah.
Now your children can relive our great
Lucas, what he took all the rights on, he took the rights on all the merchandising.
Yeah.
That's where he made all his money. It wasn't the movies.
New radio-controlled R2D to anyone from command.
And the studios gave it to him. They're like, who's going to buy this crap?
Right.
No one will ever remember Star Wars toys.
4 floors of action. A trash compactor too.
I had that one.
Listen, that's the Star Wars electronic laser battle, a game of speed, reflex, and reaction. These are the games in Kenner's Star Wars collection are sold separately. Batteries are not included.
Got a fan? That's
I
nice.
don't know that I ever had a Star Wars toy.
All right, guys.
Star Wars.
That was it. Oh, do we have more? Oh, we have the credits.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
Wow.
There's literally like
unlike these
right.
days, they
There's gonna
don't
be
put
10
lots and
minutes
lots and
credits.
lots of things in the credits. Oh, wait. Thought it was over. Nope. Ending number 10.
I don't know. I think that I don't know if I learned anything from this.
Is Dan still having those flashbacks?
It's going to leave you with a cliffhanger. It's all going to be about Lumpy next time.
Oh gosh! I tell you, Chewbacca's actually a pretty good-looking Wookiee, I suppose. Now seeing what his family looks like, is that bad?
Dude, look, they're saying grace. They're Catholic. Wow. Okay.
This was the first.
It makes a lot more sense now. I can say that I'm Catholic.
Well, I didn't think I was going to cry, but
someone fixed the porch.
Come on,
Brian, if you would have known this was what it was going to be like at the start,
guys, I'm still alive down here. Guys, someone help! I'm not dead. I'm just really hurt.
Thank you for putting us. You know, it was something that we had to see in our lifetime at least once.
Please, someone help! Hurt from the fall.
I'd like to see. I'd like to do this with old Greg or something.
That's it. We finally had a real ending.
Hey, I want those directors.
That was.
Somebody do a search for those directors.
10 minutes and 11 minutes of credit.
Yeah.
I was on par. I did.
So someone asked how much longer. Yeah, we just started the credits, so you got at least another 15 minutes.
Jeez, I'm glad we got a chance to hang out. You know,
it was great, man. And I thank everybody in the Free Credit Repair Advice Group for doing some social distance Star Wars holiday specialing with us.
Yeah, for anybody that joined us, we really appreciate not being alone in this. That was.
And if you had a worst movie that you've ever seen in your life, you now have a new one.
Yeah.
And if you ever want to take up making a movie, you know you can do it.
Right. There is no reason that any of us can't make an absolute blockbuster name movie and get it on primetime television.
You just have to own the rights to the toys.
Right. Keep the rights to the toys, especially if it's a holiday special. And if you do go for the holiday special route, make sure there's at least one murder in it. And what else do we have here? I got previews.
Wookiee porn. Come on.
Chris, what are you doing?
I actually have previews for the movie.
Oh, it's previews for part 2, the holiday special.
An adventure unlike anything on your planet.
Check this out.
Star Wars.
Here they come.
These are the original commercials for Star Wars.
Yep.
The story of a boy, a girl, and a universe.
A boy, a girl, and a universe. That's how I think of Star Wars. It's like, what's Star Wars about? Oh man, you gotta see it. There's a boy and a girl and a universe. Wow, that sounds fascinating.
I am C-3PO, human cyborg relation.
There he is.
This is my counterpart, R2.
Hey, what's going on? Uh-oh. Oh, wait.
I'm trying to clean this droid, and all I get is this this stupid multi-tool.
Brian's out. He couldn't take it.
Merchandising. It's the merchandising.
Oh, BB-8's mad at me because I've been ignoring him.
You know, they didn't do a whole lot of marketing with the Sandman weapons. That's too bad.
So apparently commercials back then pretty much showed you the whole movie.
Right?
And it's this summer.
A boy and
it's an opening credit, so it has to be at least 10 minutes long.
The universe.
One thing we got going for us, guys, though, that whole movie we just watched.
Yeah.
It happened a long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So likely we'll never have to encounter it again.
So the next one.
Thank goodness. All right, guys. Happy Friday.
Yes.
Hey, let's all find out what life is like now.
Yeah. Happy Life Day, everybody.
I got a happy Life Day. I'm going to check on the family. Thank you for this. Good time.
All right, you guys. Take it easy.
Thanks a lot, guys. Hey, thank y'all for hanging out with us tonight in the Free Credit Repair Advice Group, also in Credit TV on YouTube. And by the way, if you would like to get your own Credilife coach. Yes, you can actually hire one of us goofballs to help you with your credit. All you have to do is go to www.credilife, CREDILIFE, VIP.com. And what you do is you fill out your information, and one of the coaches is going to reach out to you, schedule a time for a consultation, a day, an evening, even a Saturday morning, and we'll go over what's going on with your credit. We'll talk about your goals and really put together a plan and a set of steps and some action items and services that can be used to get your score and profile in position for whatever goals you've got. Could be, guys, what? Could be a house, could be getting a car, could be just getting a better life, for yourself, for your kids, and your family. I mean, can you imagine living in a place where you don't have to watch the Star Wars holiday special? We can make that happen. You can make that happen. So go www.credilife, CREDILIFE, VIP.com. And thank you guys. If you're watching on YouTube or anywhere else, pop on in on Facebook. The group is called the Free Credit Repair Advice Group. The FCRA group for short. Free Credit Repair Advice Group. Got 65,000 people in there now. Thank you all for joining us. Does anyone else have anything special or fun they want to say?
May the force be with you.
Excellent.
Come on over to the dark side. We'll teach you all about the credit, what they don't want you to know.
Life VIP.
All right, guys. Right. Thanks a lot. You all have a great night. Good night. It was a fantastic time, and we hope to see you again next time I find something really horrific for us to watch.
We know you had better things to do.
Yeah, we thank you for wasting a good 2 hours of your life with us.
Wow. All right,
guys. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
See ya.